Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to give a couple minutes for our friends who are joining us live to hop on. But in the meantime, if you are a replay viewer, please put hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you were here. And also, if you have any friends that the content here would serve really well, invite them to the group. I would love to help as many people as I can. You guys know that my goal is to give simplified, actionable education that's not full of fluff. So that's what we're here, is to get to the point, to get you guys to up-level your business faster. So we're just trying to get a couple people to come on live. So if you guys can say hello to me so I can make sure you can hear me. I'm loving that everyone is so willing to vote on the polls and help me to help you guys better on what we're going to be talking about in here, because I can make sure that it's topics that not only you're interested in, but are actually helping you. All right, guys, come tell me hello. I see you, so tell me that you can hear me. I want to make sure before I get started, okay? But if you're new here, welcome. I'm Becca Boschich. I am a photographer, an educator, and artist in Orlando, Florida. I come live in this group every week to share business information that helps you be a profitable and sustainable business. That means building a business that lasts, and it's really important for us to understand what it takes to not just, be a photographer, but to be a business. And they are two very different things, all housed under this one business. And I think that a lot of us struggle a bit with the business aspects of what we do. And I'm here to help simplify that for you and to help you so that you can actually make a living from the passion that you have, which is photography. So, hi, Christina. Great day. Started working on my client experience guide. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to be having that in the shop for you guys soon, too. So if you need some help with the layout or what should be in it and the copy and content, that's going to be available soon. I'm really excited, but I love to hear that you're doing that, Christina. That is great. That is just such, I know you guys know I've been talking to you about that over and over again, because it is such a helpful tool for me in my business that just gives everybody the information that they wanted, needed, and even information they didn't know that they needed and wanted. So it's a wonderful tool to help set up value before they see your price. All right, guys, so today we are talking about social media and the parts that really matter to your business, okay? So social media marketing, it's important, but many people feel overwhelmed by it all and the amount of work that they think that they need to do to be successful with it, okay? So you guys know I love to simplify things for you, so let's dive in and talk about the parts that matter most, so you know where to focus your attention and efforts and what you can let go of and not feel guilty about, okay? So, let's admit it. A lot of us, if we're not doing what we think we need to be doing, we start feeling guilty about it, and there's no need for that. I'm gonna give you the bare bones basics of what you need to focus on social media today so that you can be successful with it and you can let go of the rest and not feel bad about it, okay? So let's dive in. The first thing about social media that really matters to your business is determining which social media networks work best for your niche, okay? You do not need to be on all the platforms. You don't, okay? So that's the good news. But you do need to know where your audience hangs out, and you also need to be willing to try new platforms, because you really never know if you might be missing an opportunity, okay? So ask yourself, who is your target audience? And where do they hang out the most on social media? Okay, so for example, maybe you're a senior photographer and you might find that a lot of seniors hang out on Instagram, but their parents are on Facebook. Okay, and with those types of niches, you're targeting both, correct? Maybe you're a brand photographer for creative small businesses. Instagram is full of artists and creativity, so that could very well be where your attention matters most. In fact, so is TikTok. That might be another platform to consider, okay? Or maybe you're not sure. If you're not sure, you can run a poll on the platforms that you currently participate on. Just ask, which social media platform do you love to spend the most time on? Okay, also ask your clients. Those are the people who are your audience, your actual target audience. So this is a meaningful resource. Just ask them, okay? But I want to give you a word of caution. Just don't be quick to judge about other platforms just because they feel intimidating, okay? I have a friend who was struggling with her social media traction, and her son suggested to her last year to try out TikTok. Guys, I just checked her account yesterday and she has almost 500,000 followers in just the span of less than a year. Okay, it's changed everything in her business. And she inspired me to give it a try. My following is now over 9,000. I've booked weddings. I've gained members to my Facebook group because of it. So don't be afraid to give new platforms a shot. All right, your audience might be waiting for you and you don't even know it. Okay, so if it's something that's new to you, you can just take some time, not even posting, just sign on, follow along, see what's trending, see what's going on, get a feel for it, and then you can kind of decide and see if you want to give that a try and see if you can expand your reach to your ideal audience. Okay, let me check my comments here. Hey Hannah, it's good to see you. Yeah, you're a senior photographer. Yeah, so your marketing could very well be on 2 different platforms, which there's nothing wrong with that. Just when you have marketing like that for senior photographers, that you may be speaking a little bit differently on Instagram when you're speaking directly to your seniors, then you might be their parents who are most likely on Facebook. So those are things to consider, okay? So the second thing about social media that really matters to your business is optimizing your profile, okay? You have a limited amount of characters that you can use in seconds before a new visitor decides whether they will stay or go. So how you optimize your profile will determine whether or not people will find you, okay, and follow you. So be sure that you're stating who you are, what you do, and who you serve. Also make sure you're putting a call to action, meaning something like book now, click here, inquire, and put a link to where you want them to go. People need the next step. You've invited them in, now give them the next step to take, all right? Also, use a handle that makes you easily remembered and found, preferably your name. If you have a business name that's something other than your actual name, and you have a personal brand, meaning you're connecting with your audience through your personality, consider using your name instead or your name combined with your business name, okay? So for example, my business is Rock Your Rebellion. I'm a very big believer in personal branding and using your actual name for your business to stand out. But for my audience in particular, my business name is an actual marketing strategy for my very specific niche, okay? So on my primary social media accounts, you're gonna find that my handles are Becca_Rock Your Rebellion. Because though my business name is initially very eye-catching and intriguing, if you ask someone an hour later to recall it, they're gonna remember Becca much more readily than they will Rock Your Rebellion, and they will find me again much more easily, okay? Christina says, I feel creepy trying to reach out to seniors on social. Well, there's different ways of doing that. Like you can just leave a positive, uplifting comment on a potential ideal client's page versus having to go into their DMs. That's a lot less, I think, maybe feels a lot less intimidating to you and a lot less maybe spammy to them. You can always start out that way. You can join different high school pages that are on there too. There's all kinds of ways to do that. But yes, I know that marketing can sometimes feel a little bit intimidating, but it's all about just being genuine and positive. And if you're going to like and comment on something, basically if you're trying to on an potential ideal client's page, just make sure you're doing it genuinely. If it's not something you normally would comment on, don't. And that ends up making you feel a lot more ethically sound when you're practicing your marketing. All right, so if you are on Instagram, I want you to know this. The name portion of your page, not your handle, okay, but the page itself, where you go and click edit and you'll see the name section, it is searchable. It's a searchable feature on Instagram, meaning it's a little SEO, search engine optimization for your account. It's searchable just like hashtags, okay? The third thing that matters about social media to your business is posting consistently, all right? Algorithms look for consistency. To ensure your efforts are receiving the most marketing possibilities, you've got to stay consistent, all right? So for Facebook and Instagram, post at least 3 times a week. And for TikTok, at least once a day. Not only is this doing you a favor as far as the algorithm is concerned, it also matters when it comes to your audience. It's not just about algorithms, okay? Consistency keeps you top of mind, okay? Reminding your followers of you on a regular basis increases your referrals and bookings. It shows that you're active in your business and that connecting with clients and your followers matters to you, okay? If you're only posting here and there on occasion, it doesn't seem that you care very much about participating in that environment. And that matters to people, okay? But overall, you just need to find a rhythm that works for you, okay? So if it means starting off with once a week and that's all that you can do for now, then do that, all right? Just stay consistent, all right? Christina says, okay, thanks, because I feel spammy when I try to reach out, like I'm commercial. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Yeah, just try leaving some comments versus DMs for now and see how that goes for you. Give it a try. All right, so the fourth thing about social media that really matters to your business is posting valuable content. Not just posting, but posting valuable content, okay? So gone are the days of the perfect pretty feeds, even though I still like those. But gone are those days where you're posting these pretty perfect feeds that got a lot of traction, right? These days, excuse me, my allergies are kicking in. These days, you've got to do more to pause the scroll, okay? So if you need help on what to post and how to make valuable content, check out my YouTube video. It's called Plan a Month of Instagram Posts in One Sitting. You can find me on YouTube under Rocky Rebellion. It will give you a simplified social media content plan for Instagram that will also work on Facebook, okay? It contains strong content pillars that are all based around value, all right? It's a very simplified plan, so go check that out, okay? And the fifth thing that really matters to your business when it comes to social media is knowing how you were found on social in the first place, okay? So when you get an inquiry, you need to be sure about how they found you, okay? And don't take the simple answer of Facebook or Instagram. Dig deeper, okay? By digging deeper, I found that clients who discover me on Instagram have been using the hashtag Orlando photographer instead of Orlando wedding photographer, which is what I thought they would be finding me through. So since that time when I've discovered this, with this biggest feedback I'm currently getting, I now use Orlando photographer in the name portion of my profile to help my clients find me more readily. And I make sure to use that hashtag in my posts, okay? So it has caused me to edit the way I'm optimizing my bio and utilizing social media so I can gain more traction. This is an important part. These are things you got to dig into a little bit to make social media work its best for you, okay? So if they say Instagram, ask if they did a search or if a friend shared your profile. Just be sure to go beyond the surface and absorb that info so you know what hashtags to use more of and what keywords you should be using in the name portion of your bio, okay? So do I have any questions at this point? Because I'm going to just touch a little bit on video because I know that TikTok has taken off, Reels are taking off, everybody is focusing on video. And I know that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, so I do want to touch on that. So before I do, are there any comments or questions? All right, so let me touch on this, okay? I know this overwhelms a lot of you, but it's really easier than you might think. It's the directions the platforms are moving in, and I want you to keep an open mind, all right? If you're just getting started, try creating one a week, okay? TikTok is an amazing place for inspiration, okay? You don't have to start, doing videos on TikTok. I'm just encouraging you, sign on, check out some photographers, check out some people who aren't photographers, see what trends are happening, see what's going on there, because the trends that happen there happen before they get to Instagram. And that is how you can get ahead of the game if you are on Instagram, okay? It's a great place for inspiration. The trends start on TikTok first. So once you really get going, you can try more. Personally, what I do is I am on TikTok because I've had so much more success there than I have anywhere else, but I will create my videos on TikTok. I will screen record them in preview mode. So all I have to do is just plop them right into Instagram Reels, and there you go, killing two birds with one stone. I am not someone who thinks that you need to write content for every single platform in completely different ways and spend all your time focused there. We have got to get out and shoot. We've got edits to do. We've got, connections to make. The marketing part takes time, but it doesn't have to take as much time as you think, okay? So I also want to let you know that though we all know that showing our face connects us in better ways to our audience, that there are plenty of videos that you can do without it, okay? And even your stories. You don't have to use your face there. Does it help? Yes, it does. But you do not have to use your face. So for example, you can give client tips in a reel, in a TikTok, in a story. Tips for posing, using your client's photos to demonstrate, putting text over those photos, maybe doing a voiceover over those videos, never once having to show your face, okay? Or you can just do a quick intro of your face before you show those photos with you holding your camera and waving. I do a lot of that. Check out my TikTok. It's really, really simple, not hard to do, not intimidating at all. So there's all kinds of things that you can do, all right? So those are the 5 parts of social media that matter the most and will make the biggest impact in your social media marketing, okay? If you simplify your strategy to focus on these 5 things, you'll find more success, you'll spend less time marketing, all while seeing bigger results. I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if you have any questions before I sign off from here, okay? And if you can do me a favor, invite your friends to our group. Tell them about my YouTube channel. I would love to help more people. And you guys know that I, cut out fluff when it comes to education. I want to get to the points that matter so that you guys are not wasting any time hearing a bunch of fluff and can get down to business. Any comments or questions? Christina says, yes, I need help with TikTok and Reels. I'm going to be honest with you, Christina, because I started doing video on TikTok before Reels. They're kind of similar in the way that you create them. It's just very easy for me to focus on how all the ins and outs of how to create on one platform and then screen record it to share to the other. So for me, it's actually easier for me to create within TikTok than with Reels. And some people will create their videos outside of both, like splice them together and then, put it in it. To me, that's a little complicated. I just make everything right in TikTok and go, Daniela says, I came in late, but I'll have to do the replay. I'm so bad at remembering to log in because I'm so deep in editing. I totally get it. But I'm glad that you're here, Daniela. I'm glad that you come back for the replays. That's awesome. Thank you for saying hi. All right, guys. I hope this helped. I know that this was a short one, but again, it doesn't take much to move your social media marketing. It really does not. So just be sure to focus on things that we talked about today. That's going to help you to really get laser focused in your effectiveness of social media. So I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you soon, and I will see you again live next Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. But please invite your friends to the group. I want to meet your friends. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon.